Freshly painted, the Wilhelm Bauer presented herself in a completely new look on her journey back to her place of origin. With 2 tugs she was maneuvered through the old new harbor. But what was the reason for the change of the location? The museum submarine had been in the German dry docks shipyard since mid-November to be completely refurbished. After all, she's a steel boat. She rusts. Especially underwater, she's vulnerable. We want to keep the boat in a good condition and also attractive for visitors. We don't want to look at a rust bucket, and the visitors want to see a well-preserved submarine. And that's what we offer. The Wilhelm Bauer Technical Museum Association spent around 600,000 euros on the painting and reconstruction work. The submarine has served as a museum ship since 1984. She was last in the dock 12 years ago, so it was time for a new coat of paint. In addition, some modifications were on the agenda this time.
Wenn wir schon hier sind, dann lassen wir auch den Turm.
While we're at it, we're also having the tower converted as well. When the ship was used by the German Navy, it was also partially modified. We wanted to restore it to its original condition. So we thought about which original condition to restore it to, the German Navy or the wartime period of 1945. We thought most of it is from 1945, the boat was also built then, so we'll reconstruct that. The Wilhelm Bauer is still a sought-after ship of contemporary history. The museum boat counted 80,000 visitors in 2019. In addition, she also attracts media interest, which was the reason for the modifications. We've done some remodeling inside that we've been asked to do by interested film groups. And also our visitors have asked us to restore her to her original condition.
Haben uns darauf angesprochen, dass da Sachen gemacht werden sollten, den Originalzustand wiederherzustellen.
Before the Wilhelm Bauer was used for museum purposes, she served other functions. This is also the reason why she was no longer in her original condition.
Also Ende des Zweiten Weltkriegs wurde das Boot von der eigenen Besatzung versenkt.
So at the end of World War II, the boat was sunk by its own crew. This was done with many items that weren't supposed to get into enemy hands. She remained there for a few years. After some time, I think it was in the 60s, the boat was recovered, repaired and then used as a training boat for the German Navy. Training courses were held on her. Operations were also simulated. The boat was also shot at with test ammunition, which is why some things were converted and damaged.
So mit Probemunition und deswegen wurden einige Sachen auch umgebaut und sind auch beschädigt worden.
The technical manager of the submarine, Jörg Geier, was responsible for planning the restoration to her original state.
Speziell hier mit dem Werftaufenthalt haben wir natürlich alte Pläne gesichtet.
Especially for the time at the shipyard, we sifted through old plans in the archive and then reconstructed the tower. The tower was reconstructed in 1983-84 at Seebeck, only as a shell when the boat came here as a technical museum. There were no decks inside, there were no openings for the observers and the commander's post. We have now reconstructed everything so that visitors can get an idea of how this boat was operated at the time.
Man eine Vorstellung bekommt, wie seinerzeit auf diesem Boot agiert wurde.
From now on, this piece of contemporary history will be presented to its numerous visitors in this new and original look, at its usual berth in the old port.